Hello, everyone. Coming up here on the Pro Wrestling Show presents the SmackDown Ring Report. Coming up, we give you the fallout from last week when Gunther attacked Nick Aldis. What would be the consequences for Gunther attacking Nick Aldis last week? We'll get that coming up. Also, too, Tamatanga goes one-on-one against Finn Balor. It's like a modern-day David versus Goliath situation. We'll see that match coming up as well between them and how that's going to go down between them stuff. Plus, Cody Rhodes and CM Punk team up tomorrow for Saturday Night. They'll be tag team partners, but what's next for Cody Rhodes and CM Punk as they head to their SummerSlam clash? We'll see that match coming up. We're keeping a lot of stuff going on here on the Pro Wrestling Show. Let's not waste no time. What's up? Let's get the Pro Wrestling Show started right here, right now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show. I'm your host, as always, Kendrick Dix here. Glad you're enjoying us on the Pro Wrestling Show. Join in the conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling. Get on connect. Don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe is key. Tell a friend. Call a friend. Hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing here on the Pro Wrestling Show. So let's not waste no time. What's up? Let's go get it started. We'll get it started with this. We'll talk about CM Punk and Cody Rhodes a little bit later on in the show. Let's get to this right here. We'll talk about the ring general, Gunther. Gunther came out there, opened up SmackDown, and Gunther was a man on a mission. What Gunther did, that heinous attack on Nick Aldis, taking out all this you haven't heard from Nick Aldis ever since being attacked from behind. With Gunther coming out there, we want to show you that with Gunther coming out there, the ring general coming out there and trying to walk with a purpose. Well, he got confronted, all right, calling himself the career killer. Gunther came out there to march with a purpose. He did march with a purpose. Gunther trying to march. So we'll talk about Tiffany Scrap a little bit later on and what she had going on. I want to show you that first and foremost. We want to show you um, Gunther. Gunther and general manager for the night. Raw's GL, Adam Pierce. I want to show you that right quick. Get you back on track. I guess we want to show you that right quick. Bear with us, folks. That. We saw Gunther made an announcement to Gunther that what Gunther really want, but Nick he said that Nick Aldis couldn't give him what he want, but Adam Pierce did. Adam Pierce announced that if Gunther and Sami Zayn win the tag team match tomorrow, making it a fatal four-way, Gunther and Sami Zayn, they have actual Nick Aldis, look at Adam Pierce also announced that Cody will be taking on Gunther one-on-one a little bit later on in the show. So we'll see Cody taking on Gunther one-on-one. We'll see that match coming up as well. So looking forward to seeing that between Cody and Gunther coming up as well. So we didn't want to show no breaking news with it. We'll tell you about breaking news a little bit later, but Cody Rhodes versus Gunther will be coming up a little bit shortly after. So looking forward to seeing that as well. Cody Rhodes versus Gunther. 1-on-1. All right. We move on to Cody Rhodes from Gunther. They're gonna have that match a little bit later on. We go to this right here. Mixed match that many people didn't see coming between between Finn Balor taking on Tama Tonga. 1-on-1. Finn Balor versus Tama Tonga. 1-on-1. Saw that. Finn versus Tama Tonga. 1-on-1. Finn Balor came out there. And Finn Balor came out there with an ovation, a standing ovation as well. Finn Balor coming out there with the crowd. Taking on Tama Tonga. Did take on Tama Tonga. Did try to do all he could. The Tama Tonga. Tama Tonga, a massive man, almost like nearly 7 feet tall. How could you lose to Finn Balor? Finn Balor's kind of like nearly 6 feet. Tama Tonga really good. Really couldn't get the atmosphere. Finn Balor capitalized with not only one but two cooler growls and got the 1-2-3. Want to show you that right quick. Finn Balor getting the 1-2-3, and Finn Balor right here positions himself to get the 1-2-3 and 1. So good for Finn Balor. His victory. Also, too, Damian Priest, like he was scared by his tag team partner, being shook as well. Damian Priest being shook as well. So Damian Priest being a little bit afraid. Speaking of that, speaking of champions, we want to get this. Tiffany Stratton was in a match, but before we get to that, I want to get to this right here. This is some breaking news that we want to make an announcement right here regarding SummerSlam and how SummerSlam is going to change the foundation of the women's championship. As we told you, Rhea Ripley was out there. Rhea Ripley was on some power slap or something, doing that she can really compete. So they made the announcement that breaking news that Rhea Ripley is injured. There'll be an interim women's champion be crowned at SummerSlam in a ladder match. I mean, go ahead and Rhea Ripley should have came out there. I mean, she got plenty of time. Just come out there and just relinquish the title, and you'll come back better than stronger than ever, rather than just holding off. You still a women's champion, but you got to wait till they crown an interim champion, and then y'all gonna fight to become the undisputed champion, which just don't make no sense. But to each his own. But Rhea Ripley will get that opportunity to rest because of her injury, which is unfortunate. But to crown a 5-woman ladder match to determine who's the interim champion, which should be the new women's champion, in my opinion. But Tiffany Stratton came out there, the women's U.S. champion, was all smiles and stuff. That she wants to be the next person in line. But she went against Fatal Attractions, Jacy Jane and Rhea Ripley and Tiffany Stratton was going until Nikki Paige and Brie Bella all came up there and attacked Fatal Influence, laid them out. And this led to Tiffany Stratton doing the previous moonsault from Jacy Jane to get the win. Tiffany Stratton wins. Tiffany Stratton advances on. She earns herself a spot in the women's championship ladder match. These women competing for the ladder match opportunity presents itself. Opportunity presents itself about just being the interim champion. Tiffany Stratton was the only woman that was competing for a spot in the women's championship ladder match. Also, too, Jade Cargill. I'm gonna show you Jade Cargill. Hill came out there. I'm gonna show you Jay. Jay Carhill came out there looking like she's big, powerful, beautiful and stuff. Like kind of remind me of Storm. Jay went against one of the last year's back to back champions, and Queen of Ring winners in the seventh spot at SummerSlam. Jay versus Nia Jax 1-on-1. You saw that. Jay and Nia Jax. Oh, see how that went down and stuff. Jay versus Nia. You saw here Jay versus Nia Jax. Really attacking. Until Charlotte Flair came out there to cost Jay her match, but she actually cost Nia Jax an opportunity for a shot. It turns out Jay advanced due to the help of Charlotte Flair. Charlotte couldn't stand Jay, and Charlotte didn't want Jay to be victorious. But Nia Jax didn't take too kind of her, and Nia Jax took her attention out on Charlotte, which gave Jay the opening, and she started beating down Charlotte. This rivalry is far from over, but Jay earns herself a spot. We thought it was going to be Jay versus Charlotte at SummerSlam 1-on-1. I guess those plans have been derailed. We don't know when we'll get that 1-on-1 match. Probably when you don't least expect it. So kind of know going forward. But Nia Jax talked to Adam Pearce, and Nia Jax was a little bit salty about it, unhappy that Charlotte Flair making enemies left and right. Um, and Nia Jax really didn't have the bad didn't have Last Legend come out there, which is crazy. Last Legend did not come out there. Last Legend, I thought she was doing other things and stuff. What's going on? So see that Adam Pearce giving Nia Jax what she want. Opportunity once again to get a shot. We'll see if Nia Jax gonna take advantage when she goes against Charlotte Flair next week. Like Last Legend, looks like she was in supporting her girlfriend and stuff. Speaking of Last Legend, her husband, none other than the U.S. champion Trick Williams, came out there to do a promo. He cut a promo on Baron Corbin and see why Baron Corbin came out there to interrupt him and Carmelo Hayes match, and called Baron Corbin a bald head, you know what, and saying that Baron Corbin mad because he ain't got no hair. I said, oh man, look at Trick Williams rapping and going. I think Trick Williams just be flowing, be hustling flow. I ain't Trick Williams doing that. So Trick Williams, in that situation, we see. Trick Williams want to know. He want to know from Carmelo Hayes, and he wants to know from everybody else who coming at him. He's gonna take the U.S. Championship to the next level. But speaking of that, Gunther meeting up with Candice LeRae, and Candice LeRae telling Gunther you need to watch out for yourself and Sammy's a good luck. And saying that about Johnny. Gargano hasn't moved. Well, Gunther didn't pay her no mind. Candice no mind. But looks like Blake Monroe came from out of nowhere, and Blake Monroe attacked Candice LeRae, left her out of land, introduced herself saying, what's her name? I think Blake Monroe might have her first feud with Candice. So just get her stuff out there. So let's see how this gonna play out eventually. All right. We go to this right here. The War Raiders was in action. The War Raiders was in action. I'll show you the War Raiders. They was in action against Axion. War Raiders. Axion. The War Raiders prepping themselves for a tag team opportunity. And you see right here doing it to Axion, taking him down and pinning him 1, 2, 3. So we're hearing the War Raiders might go against Free and Truth for the Triple A / WWE Tag Team titles, winner takes all. So we kind of look forward to seeing that as well. Well, speaking of that, the ring general Gunther, the ring general, is winning the match. One way, Gunther versus Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes came out of nowhere. I think they give us a hint that Cody Rhodes. What's going on with Cody? Well, Cody Rhodes came out of nowhere. People like from behind and Gunther left Gunther laying. Gunther didn't see what was the problem, what was the issue. And Gunther was trying to figure out, play his piece and play his part on it and stuff. I'm gonna show you that before you leave it out. I'm gonna show you that. I'm gonna leave out Cody Rhodes and Gunther. So we're gonna show you Cody Rhodes and Gunther. I'll show you that right quick before we leave. Sorry about that, folks. Yeah, got unmuted, but this was Cody Rhodes came out of nowhere, sneak and Gunther from behind. That might be thinking that Cody might turn heel, sneaking and turning, attacking Gunther, which is crazy. You'll never think that Cody Rhodes doing that with Gunther. So, also too, Sami Zayn came out there. CM Punk saying that he was going to watch Cody's back. Sami Zayn decided to attack Cody and leave Cody from behind. The CM Punk decided to get involved. It just turned to fisticuffs out there. CM Punk, Sami Zayn, and Gunther beating the holy crap out of each other. What's going to happen in the next 24 hours? 4 men beating each other to, death. See, right, CM Punk jumping off the national table to get his hand on Gunther. You see Cody Rhodes trying to do the same thing, trying to get his hands on Gunther. It's just a brawl and a fight. I can't wait to see it. It's gonna be the main event tomorrow. That tag team match, that huge tag team match. Cody Rhodes teamed up with CM Punk to take on Gunther and Cody and Sami Zayn. If Gunther and Sami Zayn win, they'll be added to the championship match, making a fatal four-way. A lot of stats going on between these four men and the Sami Zayn and to CM Punk winning the world championship a couple of weeks ago. All right, I'm gonna leave you with that brawl between Punk, Gunther, Rhodes, and Zayn. It's tomorrow for Saturday night's main event. All right. Before we leave out, let's move to wrestling hot topics. We'll move to this right here. Something that I would never thought I would see happen tonight. It's something that maybe it's gonna be put out there in the universe for us to see. Could you imagine 7-time Super Bowl champion and former quarterback of the New England Patriots, Tom Brady, was at Fan Fest for Fanatics, and he crossed paths with Logan Paul, and Carl Anthony Towns was stuck in the middle of. Carl Anthony Towns knows what become a. All three men know what become a champion. Carl Anthony Towns just won the NBA title last month with Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart, and OG Anunoby. And Logan Paul was trying to get Tom Brady's attention, and Tom Brady decided to slap Logan Paul in his face. And I guess that's gonna be the feud. A lot of people saying that could be the WrestleMania match. I mean, if Tom Brady's in it, and Tom Brady's been expressing his desire to want to wrestle in the WWE, and WWE hasn't done it, they need to be on the ball on that. Because I know Tom Brady wants a high bones, a high cut, or something. But WWE saying we ain't got the money. Like we said, we'll see. Tom Brady versus Logan Paul. Count me in. I want to see that match. Tom Brady, Logan Paul gonna probably think like Jeff Jarrett, like he can't do nothing, nothing like that. And then one by one, they come in rows. They want to get their hands on. See with that. All right. I'm gonna leave you with Tom Brady slapping the bejesus out of Logan Paul. And Logan Paul don't know what to think. I've been your host, Kendrick Dixon. So long. We'll see you for the Saturday night main event. Predict the outcome as well as